This is Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and music and reactions. Liquor and Wolves. I said Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and a German talking bullshit. Liquor and Wolves.
Fuck.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. How are we feeling tonight? This is Liquor and Whoas. I'm Rob, and you guys are the best for being here. Thank you very much. All right, man. This is my second production ever since I got back on this horse named YouTube day before yesterday and did my first one after like 3 months of absence. And again, like a wave of good vibes, solidarity, and like just kindest and best of wishes toward my new endeavor that I mentioned in it. My whole personal life has hit the restart button lately. I'm going into a second education to be a carpenter. And last week was my first day at the actual, if you will, the firm, the wood shop that I'm doing this at. And today was the first day of school that you also have to go to. So it's a block thing. You do 1 month in the actual shop and then 1 month at school, 1 month at shop, blah, blah, blah. And it goes for 2 years. And today was my first day of school, right? And it's weird. Flo and I, like my best friend and I, a bandmate of mine, I was best man at his wedding. He was at mine. We've known each other 40 years, since we were 5 years old. Both of us 45 years of age. Now starting this second education together to be carpenters. And it's like the third time that him and I have been going to school together. And now being 45 and having our first day of school today. It was just the weirdest of feelings ever. But it's so fucking cool, and it's all kinds of fun. And it's so great to kind of just lose that weight of being part of this whole machinery, and I'll get into that in a second, of the ad industry that I was in before. Very successful creative director, 20 years plus in the most creative ad agency in Europe at the time, Jungformat. And it doesn't matter. It's just, it feels so fucking good to finally free yourself of that weight of always having to be the best. Of course, it's always great to strive to be, but if it's unhealthy, then it took me long enough to fucking find that out. Then it's best to change. And funny enough, it correlates with something that somebody commented on the video I did day before yesterday, which was to Money Game 3 by Ren. And they said they had to laugh out loud in the preamble to my video where I talked about exactly this. And they're like, it's basically kind of what Ren is saying is one way out of the money game, us quitting on things that are A, just for the buck, bad for the karma, B, bad for the karma, and C, really just paying into the pocket of them and their higher purpose and keeping the machinery, continuing to be a well-oiled gear in that machinery. And I never looked at it that way. It is potentially a real way out of it. I mean, the woodworker industry, of course, is still capitalist driven, as in you build something not because it's such fun too, and then give it away and distribute it for free for everyone to use, consciously. No, you put a price on what you've built at one point, but it is, I am creating something that there's a demand for by another person, and it is not being created unless you're like in the assembly line for IKEA shit. It is not being built to maximize profit for a corporation. And that does make sense, kind of. So, yeah, and it made me feel good as well. Like everything else that was posted under that video. I love you guys for being who you are. I'm not going to get into every single one of those. It was so heartwarming and so fucking like it gives you backup. It gives you emotional and sort of, it's virtual, but it feels like it's backup to the decision that I've made. And thank you guys for doing that. You don't have to do that. You don't have to interact on my shit at all, but you decide to, and I very much appreciate that. Thank you. So while on the subject of Ren and that video I did, I think, because during that I scanned through what have I missed ever since, because I have promised to, and I swear to God it hadn't happened. When I quit YouTube 3 months ago, I decided to not consume the content of those three, the big three I call them, that made this channel, namely Harry Mack, Ren, and NF. And I didn't. And so that's the reason I kind of skimmed through what has Ren put out since the last thing I did, which was Murderer, the original. And there is an acoustic version to it, Murderer, live acoustic. And also in the comments to the original Murderer reaction, a lot of people said, you are going to so fucking love the acoustic version because it has those reggae vibes. I already felt those in the original, but that's, of course, the reason why I will have to hop on into that. And it'll be done right now. The whole King Dota diss, like somebody explained, is sort of a sidestep from everything because some dumb fuck named King Dota decided to slap at Ren, and there's apparently an answer to it. I'm not sure if it's worth going into. If you want me to react to it, let me know in the comments. But I would say it's kind of a sidestep from what Ren stands for, right? The whole slapping each other on the nose. It's like, oh, yeah, really? I mean, if somebody relevant enough slaps at you, of course you reply. But if it's someone, I've never heard the name King Dota, had you before this? It doesn't matter. I'm going to be doing Ren and the live acoustic version of Murderer. And we're going to hop right on into that after I've said cheers to you guys. Here's another Coca-Cola. Wow, bravo. Cheers, guys, to y'all. Ooh, there's no more fucking carburation in it. Okay, Ren. Murderer, live acoustic. And as always, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this ring for a couple and check my audio levels to the far right. Where is this at? You know, first thought I had when I saw this image here, let me go full screen real quick before I was thinking South Africa, but it's probably not. Because it has this magic hour lighting to it. It has this dry grass up front. It has like palm trees down there. It's just missing Tabletop Mountain in the far back. But it could be somewhere in that realm. Anyway, doesn't matter. Fucking loved the original, the Murderer track. I did sort of try and put together something that might be just super far-fetched and has nothing to do with reality. The whole thing of Murderer itself was an issue in the Big Push's busking version of the Guns of Brixton. The Clash cover, they kind of did a little retake on the hook at one point and said the Guns of Brighton, and then they decide to put in and weave in a little bit of a, let's nod our head to Ini Kamos by doing this here come Niat Stepa, and you can all add it in your head. What comes after that? Here come Niat Stepa, Murderer. Excuse me, Mr. Officer, Murderer. Still loving like that. So in that, I was like, hey, wow, Inikamos reference. Then I see Murderer itself, and of course it is the actual Murderer. And now let's see how maybe it's even a thing in this acoustic cover of which I know, in this acoustic version, of which I know it has reggae vibes to the island maximum, if you will. But we'll find out. Let us go. Out in the street. That, of course, isn't Inikamos. That, of course, is Damian Marley. They call it mad dog. Out in the street. They call it mad dog. We're gonna have to break them out at. They could have came out at like 10 seconds in, but yeah, we're doing them at 31 seconds in. Holy fuck! I love how he gives the offbeat backdrop upstrokes. It's like ching 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 ching, and it's always on the offbeats, which is so there's a hi-hat, a snare, and the on beat is hit it with a hi-hat, hit it with a snare, sorry, and the offbeat is hit it on the snare, on the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And Ren is doing that, which is basically it's a rhythm, and he's creating it on this acoustic guitar. It could be given to a piano, it could be given to a physical upright bass or whatever kind of bass, but no, he does that, and that allows him to kind of free his mind and his voice and what he's about to be doing vocally from. Holy fuck, I gotta remember what my finger scheme is, because it's always gonna just throughout the entire thing be that. Of course, Ren is capable of changing this shit up and doing all kinds of weird shit with it, but that's of course a smart decision to make. So it's gonna be 2 acoustic guitars that we get, unless like we pan somewhere invisible as of now and see other musicians. I doubt it though. Love the setting, love the scenery, and the voice on the man again, right? Like it's not scatting, it's a little bit, it's kind of, yeah, what would you call it? So sound system culture back here. I'm going to take off the video for a second so you can see it over here, right? This is a legit Jamaican sound system. You have the horns up there. The tweeters are not on it. They are in the other room. And below it are their slides. And this thing, and that's, of course, the power source up there. And if I cranked this thing in here, I can't do it. If I did, like literally the windows will burst out of their frames. It's a frequency you can't even hear audibly anymore, a frequency of bass. It is so low you can just feel it. And so what Ren does here, this it's not scatting, it's toasting. So in sound system and in sound system culture, in legit sound system culture, you'll have the selector who selects records, rhythms, and beats, and you'll have somebody toasting over it, which is sort of the art of emceeing without putting too much emphasis on the lyrical output. What am I actually saying? But am I doing it in a rhythmic, rhyming fashion? It could be bullplob that comes out of my mouth, but it fits the rhythm that everything is being presented on. So, all right, video back up. And that's something Ren is apparently super capable of as well. And I said this before, this patois touch of saying things, this island accent. I said in that video where I talked about it, if I did it, it's automatically cultural appropriation. Like, you cannot have dreadlocks. You cannot speak patois because you are appropriating the culture. I disagree, but it's a losing battle. It's fucking windmills to talk about this shit. And then somebody elaborated that a lot of UK kids grow up with it, and hence it's not culturally appropriated, but sort of taken on, because I'm not, usually during the day I'm this, but once I step in the booth I'm this. No, it's actually engraved in their upbringing and hence not appropriating anymore. Could be right. So again, thanks to you guys for elaborating. But let's roll.
Catch me alone, you better get on my zone, because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne made of bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. See me on the corner of my town. Get back, 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 murderer. Swing for your jaw in the first round. Rat-tat-tat-tat, murderer.
So the second guitar is giving us the bass line, this doom, doom. I thought I heard an actual bass below it, but no, he is muting them, palm muting them, which gives it this only the low end of the frequency of the note he's playing. Brilliant.
Swing for your jaw in the first round. Tack, 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 murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Right, I was born shameless, fighting out in Brighton with the neighbours. Brother, ask your mother what my name is. I was born famous, trendsetter, hot stepper, greatest. Shocking like a finger in the anus. I was born wasted, stoned out my brain, but I faded. Writing catchy syllables, contagious. I was born courageous, naked and fucking outrageous. With the microphone, I rock stages. I jump upon the rhythm of rhyme, me cyclone. I pull Excalibur right out the stone, King Kong. The precision it hits like Stallone. Rocky, keep it cocky, I'll be Al Capone. I walk alone, sit upon the author's throne. If you want it, I'll deny it like a mortgage loan. Your daughter.
That was a misheard lyric in my first go on the original. Why in the fuck the orphan's throne, as in no parents, an orphan? But no, apparently what he's saying is the author's throne, right?
Cologne, sit upon the author's throne. If you want it, I'll deny it like a mortgage loan. Your daughter's home, we'll be staying home alone. Condone the bone, eat it like a Toblerone. Biatch. If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone, because I'm ready to blah 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 blah. I'll sit on my.
You don't want to say it? You don't have to. I'm ready to pop, 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 pop. Is just as legit and understandable as the original word that should have went there. Nice.
Bone, eat it like a Toblerone, biatch. If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone, because I'm ready to blah 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 blah. I'll sit on my throne, made the bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Blah, 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 murderer. If you see me on the corner of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack, tack, tack, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He's like, ah. All right, before he goes into spitting mode, hats off to that, to the decision to not get into a classical reggae island form of doing a guitar solo, but he kind of gives it this bluesy touch with it, right? He bends strings and gives it this melody all over the fretboard, which in a reggae, rarely any guitar solos really, but it's more rhythmic and still staying in the rhythm and putting notes here and there. And he decides to, hey, might as well leave this and just make it bluesy. I love that. And I think either he was planning to play something else there, or he was so happy with what he just did that he reacts to his own playing with, I usually do that when I fuck something up, but it's still good enough, if you will, to continue recording and not yell cut, I fucked it. But it could be either one of that. And knowing Ren, I don't think he's going to applaud himself by going, oh shit, that was pretty fucking smooth. It was probably, god damn it, I wanted to do something else here. Let's go back to that. There it goes. And he goes, yeah. It's also a little cabaret-ish. You know, this chanson-ish. Like roaring 20s, 30s, 40s. Like Moulin Rouge kind of music. Are you following where I'm going with this? It has a touch of that as well. But it has everything but a reggae guitar solo touch. And now he's going to go into spitter mode. Let's go.
I line them up against the wall, and I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean, I actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it.
Yeah.
Blood splat, how's it going, lad? Rhymes are flowing mad, trust that. I'm a pro with that, seeds are sowing bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, and my.
Thank you for bringing my favorite fucking Dre beat, which is still DRE. No, it's not. Still DRE is. This is. Now I'm in Dre. What in the fuck was it?
The flow with my trust.
Bim, 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 bim. Hold up. Then all my will be acting too soft. Take up. See. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey. Smoke weed every day. Right? Holy crap, Ren.
Can kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going, lad? Rhymes are flowing, mad, trust that. I'm a pro with that, seeds are sowing, bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, a man is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit, I push the button, we panic. Breathe, that sees the land, sky and the seas. It's easy, seeing me freestyle freely. What man? Yeah, I came to rock, man. Drop it like it's hot, fam. Wear a clothes from Oxfam. Goddamn, I am a blood-sucking titan from the streets of Brighton. Hit you with my right hand, sucker. Catch me alone, you better get on my zone because I'm ready to. I sit on my throne, make the bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. You're not feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. See me on the corner of my town. Get back, back, back. Murderer. Swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack, tack, tack. Murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah.
Woo, indeed, woo. Holy crap. Yeah, this shit has everything I love. It is close to the form and style of music that I and my band, Flow, full circle, play music in, which is, ska punk, but it's always going to be your offbeat rhythm below it. Yes, we have horns that add to it, and then everything's distorted, but it's the basic, if you strip it to the core, if you pull all the plugs, this is what you end up with. So I love it for that. I love it for the fact that he decides to, and this is his own shit, right? He's like, let's put out an acoustic version of it because people are going to dig it. And we do. Thank you. Which one would go on my playlist, by the way? This one or the original? Probably both. Probably both. First one is on it, but yeah, it should be for sure. For sure. Also videography, like this is, we find one awesome, cool ass location, and now I'm thinking it's probably Canada because he wasn't able to just hop back and forth. This is during the Canada days, I'm thinking already. So it could be somewhere there. And there's a big ass humongous tag on one of the warehouse buildings in the valley behind them that didn't look very Afrikaans because South African graffiti is different. So videography work here. Fucking let's find a beautiful location. Let's find magic hour. I think they went from sunset during the entire night to sun up or sunrise because we start this in magic hour, then we get into complete darkness, and then we get back into morning magic hour where this thing ends here. I fucking love it. It's awesome. It's awesome. And thank you for being poking me at the fact that, dude, you should check this out because you are going to love it, Rob. And yes, you were right. I do fucking love it. And we're going to display our love for it by giving it a like. Why does it only have 37,000 views? That's way too little. Big love, everyone, says Ren here in a pinned comment. And it goes to I think fundraiser? It could be. Doesn't matter. This thing is fucking awesome, as it always is. And yeah, I'm looking forward to catching up on all this shit that Ren has done, on all the shit that NF's done, on Harry Mack, of course. And I hope you guys will join me on the journey of, catching up and hopefully toward the future. And if there's anything you would like me to check out, because I'll either be amazed by it but hate it. I mean, I have no problem doing things that are not my ballpark. Music-wise, good example. I keep saying OK Go, but they're not. They are clowncore, super fucking weird shit, but super enjoyable to, take in and talk about. So if there's anything that you guys have, please leave it in the comments below, and I'll put it on some sort of a list and try and work through it. Also, in the last video that I did day before yesterday, somebody commented, hey, why don't you check out Easy Mill? You should go to IDK and it will really boost your followers. So first off, thank you for the suggestion. Second, honesty, of course, is always the core of this channel here. I have seen IDK, I don't know how many times, because it blew me away so fucking hard. Third, I'm not doing it because I'm thinking there's a lot of subs on the horizon by doing this. But, you know, giving me the hint, hey, this could happen, is of course nice of you, thank you, but it's not why it's being done. So here's point 4. The dude that said that, I answered their comment and said, I've seen it. Is there anything else worth checking out? So go ahead and please do suggest whatever you think is I should be checking out. I'll reply to it if I've seen it and ask for like an alternative to the track that they've pitched. But in general, yeah, do leave a suggestion. And if you've liked what you've seen so far, leave a like, leave a stop, leave a comment, be interactive with me and all the other cool cats here on the channel. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.